When your mind focuses on one specific thing, something will happen. But why do you want your brain to focus on making money? Why do you think you need to think about money to make money? It's dangerous to train your brain to make more money. Have you been to a circus? Have you seen their trained animals do all sorts of performances? They have small-sized animals like guinea pigs and parrots, medium-sized ones like monkeys and dogs, and even large ones like lions and elephants. I was amazed by what those animals could do. That made me even think that animals are smarter than us humans. Are they? Hi, my name is Delphine. Welcome to my Taboo Talk Show. Here, I have a different voice on money, wealth, and life. If you appreciate other voices, please subscribe, comment, and share. You see, those animals are brilliant. After they are trained for a while, they can do many complex things. Animals, especially primates, have their brain capacity as large as humans. I wonder if chimpanzees are trained to use computers and watch YouTube videos. They may be able to learn a thing very quickly as we do. You know, many videos are just giving easy 1, 2, 3 steps or throwing some conclusions. They don't provide you with space to have your own thoughts. Wow, humans are being trained like animals. So, it is easy to understand that your brain, our human brain, can be trained to do almost anything. The method is simple. You've seen how they train the animals. Just ask them to do the same thing over and over again. That's how we are trained at schools, at our jobs, and now how to make money. You train your brain to believe that you are a money magnet and repeat it multiple times a day for at least 90 days. Then hopefully, magic will happen. Voila! It might work for some people, but what works was not that magical mantra or switched your belief about money. What works is to train your brain from scattered state to a focused state. When your mind focuses on one specific thing, something will happen. I'm sure you have similar experience. After you bought Tesla, for example, or started to think about owning a Tesla, all of a sudden you saw so many Tesla cars driving on the street, right? Same thing. As you focus on making money, you will start to see some money-making opportunities that you have never noticed before. But why do you want your brain to focus on making money? I know, you need money and you can't stop thinking about money. When you pay bills and buy food, you need money. When you're not paying bills or buying stuff, do you need money? No, you don't. But why do you keep thinking about it? Can't you see it's madness? No wonder people say money drives them crazy. You may argue, but other time I need to think about making money. That's exactly the problem. Why do you think you need to think about money to make money? Money is a result, never a reason. To think about money won't help you make more of it. When you don't put money into a calculation, just focus on what you can do and do your best. You will be rewarded with more money, whether your job or business. But one thing you don't know, and those many motivational speakers, coaches, and neuroscientists probably don't know either, it's dangerous to train your brain to make more money. What do I mean by that? Your brain is an excellent tool you have. You can use it to deal with many things in this physical world. If you use it properly, it will do its job and rest till the next job. But if you abuse it, following those teachings, force your brain to repeat something multiple times a day for an extended period, is it madness, I'm asking you? That's why that type of brain training will bring enormous stress and lock you in your psychological prison. Whether it can really help to make more money is also questionable. Have you seen those people who went crazy about making money, being successful, whatever you call it? The legendary Apple founder, Steve Jobs, for instance. He made a tremendous amount of money in his short lifespan. He could own anything he wanted in this world. But rarely do people look at or talk about his life. He had brain cancer. He had no time for his family. He didn't deal with his colleagues well, etc. In the end, he put down his mega money-making habit, went to Tibet, and wanted to get healed. But it was too late. If your health, relationship, and well-being are affected, you might notice because they will manifest in your physical existence one day. However, something non-physical will also be affected. Since you can't see, you probably will never know, but you can't afford its consequences. We will talk about it in our courses. Is making money necessary? Yes, it is, but not the most important thing. Balanced energy and joyful life need your attention because it's not easy to get. You have to strive for it. Then, prosperity will naturally come without any suffering or entanglement. You're watching Delphine's Taboo Talk. Agree or not, no one can avoid those taboos. Are you brave and conscious enough to see the truth behind it? Let's discover together. 混元灵通。好了。